Hello and welcome. This is Sex Trivia Live. We are called Sex Trivia Tampa because that's where we got started doing live events. We had so much fun. We were getting asked to go everywhere, so we decided to go literally everywhere by going live streaming. My name is Erica. I go by Tampa Love Muse. I love puns, innuendos, and metaphors. Tonight we're going to have 15 different questions for you. They're all going to be multiple choice. Later we'll have a different variety, but this is our very first night going live. And honestly, it's only the second time I've ever live streamed. So I'm getting used to the program and live streaming and doing all the things that I need to do. So I tried to keep it as simple as possible for me. That means 15 questions, all multiple choice. And we're going to get ready to go in less than 30 seconds. We want this to be fun. We want to play, and we'd love for you to like and follow us and share so more people join in every week. So if you could go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, that would be so awesome. I'd love to see this channel grow. Okay, here we go. What is the most common way for couples to meet nowadays? Question number 1, what is the most common way for couples to meet nowadays? Is it work or school, mutual friends, family gatherings, could be some places, or dating apps? When you type in your answer, please type in the whole answer as well as 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's now computing the answers. And the answer is online dating apps. Online dating has become increasingly popular with many couples meeting through platforms like Tinder, Bumble, and Match.com. What percentage of communication is nonverbal according to research? What percentage of communication is nonverbal? 90%, 70%, 50%, or 20%? Again, type in your answer 1, 2, 3, or 4, plus the whole answer, and that way it's not marked as spam. Please, 1 entry per question. Computing the answer, and the answer is 70%. According to research, approximately 70% of communication is nonverbal, including body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Now, as you can see, it takes quite a few seconds. We go about 30 seconds in between questions. The reason we're doing that was what was suggested by the company, because it takes a while for some people in some areas to have, if they have a slower connection. I noticed that on my own screen, it's a 7-second lag time. So this helps get everybody caught up and playing. Are we ready to move on? Number 3, what is the term for the psychological theory that people are attracted to those who are similar to themselves? Is it similarity, attraction, hypothesis? 2, opposites attract. 3, mere exposure effect. Or 4, halo effect. What is the term for the psychological theory that people are attracted to those who are similar to themselves? If you guessed similarly attraction hypothesis, then you were correct. This hypothesis suggests that people are attracted, sorry about that, they're attracted to those who share similar characteristics, values, and attitudes. Birds of a feather flock together. Question number 4. What hormone is often referred to as the love hormone and is associated with bonding and affection? Is it serotonin, for 1? Number 2, oxytocin. Number 3, endorphins. Or 4, dopamine. Which hormone is often referred to as the love hormone and is associated with bonding and affection? And the answer is oxytocin. Oxytocin is often called the love hormone because it is released during the bonding activities such as hugging, kissing, and or physical touch. You know, a lot of people's love language is physical touch. Question number 5. What is the term for the phenomenon where someone continues to stay in a relationship despite significant issues or conflicts? Is it limerence, for 1? Number 2, infatuation. Number 3, codependency. Or number 4, Stockholm syndrome. What is the term for the phenomenon where someone continues to stay in a relationship despite significant issues or conflicts? And the answer is codependency. Codependency is a pattern of behavior where one person relies excessively on another for approval and a sense of identity, often to the detriment of their own well-being. Now, I did not say a romantic relationship, so this could even be a family relationship or a friend. You have codependency with friends, family, or significant others. For number 6, what is the most common type of female orgasm? Is it vaginal orgasm, clitoral orgasm, G-spot orgasm, or anal orgasm? Sorry about that. I changed the order. Number 1 is vaginal, number 2 is G-spot, number 3 is clitoral, and number 4 is anal. What is the most common type of female orgasm? Please type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 and the whole answer. And the answer is clitoral. The clitoral orgasm is the most common type of female orgasm and is achieved through direct or indirect stimulation of the clitoris, a highly sensitive organ with thousands of nerve endings. You might want to remember that. That might be a question coming up. Not today, but in the future. Which of the following is not considered a primary sexual orientation? Sexual orientation. Is it 1, homosexuality, 2, heterosexuality, 3, bisexuality, or 3, asexuality? Which of the following is not considered a primary sexual orientation? And the answer is asexuality. Asexuality is not considered a primary sexual orientation. Asexual individuals typically do not experience attraction to others. Anybody, nobody. If you got that right, congratulations. What percentage of men report experiencing premature ejaculation at some point in their lives? At some point in the keywords here are what percentage of men report experience premature ejaculation at some point in their lives. I would say the keyword here is report. Is it 60 to 70%, 5 to 10%, 40 to 50%, 20 to 30%? And the answer is 40 to 50%. Premature ejaculation is a common sexual concern among men, with approximately 40 to 50% reporting experiences at some point in their lives. Question number 9. What is the term for the repetitive episodes of prolonged erection? What is the term for the repetitive episodes of prolonged erection? Man, I just can't get this right. I'm all flustered here. Is it priapism, premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, or delayed ejaculation? And the answer is priapism. Priapism. That's a hard word to say. Priapism is a prolonged erection of the penis. The full or partial erection continues hours beyond or isn't caused by sexual stimulation. The main types of priapism is could be a medical emergency. Okay, question number 10. Which hormone is primarily responsible for regulating sexual desire in both men and women? Is it testosterone, prolactin, progesterone, or estrogen? Which hormone is primarily responsible for regulating sexual desire in both men and women? What is the term for the psychological phenomenon where individuals are more likely to develop romantic feelings for someone they frequently encounter? Is this the mere exposure effect, limerence, infatuation, or emotional attachment? Question number 11. What is the term for the psychological phenomenon where individuals are more likely to develop romantic feelings for someone they frequently encounter? This is why it's important of who you hang out with. Is it mere exposure effect, limerence, infatuation, or emotional attachment? It is mere exposure effect. The mere exposure effect is a psychological phenomenon where individuals tend to develop feelings, positive feelings, or attraction towards someone they are repeatedly exposed to, even if they originally had no interest. Hmm. Okay, question number 12. Which of the following is not considered a common sexually transmitted infection, STI? Is it syphilis, meningitis, gonorrhea, or chlamydia? Number 1, syphilis. Number 2, meningitis. Number 3, gonorrhea. Or 4, chlamydia. Wow. Meningitis is not considered an STI. Common STIs include gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, herpes, and human papillomavirus, which is HPV, which has really increased a lot in the last couple decades. Question number 13. What is the term for sexual activity involving multiple partners at the same time? Is it number 1, swinging, number 2, polyamory, number 3, orgy, and number 4, monogamy? Now, the key words in this is multiple partners at the same time, sexual activity with multiple partners at the same time. Is that swinging, polyamory, orgy, or monogamy? And the answer is orgy. An orgy refers to the sexual activity involving multiple partners at the same time. It typically involves a group of individuals engaging in sexual acts together. What is the average duration of foreplay before sexual intercourse? Is it 5 to 10 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, or 15 to 20 minutes? What is the average duration of the foreplay before sexual intercourse? So the actual foreplay. What is the average duration? And the answer is 15 to 20 minutes. On average, foreplay lasts between 15 to 20 minutes before sexual intercourse begins. However, this duration can significantly vary depending on individual preferences and, of course, circumstances. Now, our second to last question, although this is the last sexual trivia question. Here's the last thought-provoking sex trivia question for tonight. What's the average duration of sexual intercourse for most couples worldwide? Now, the key word here is worldwide, and this includes foreplay and penetration. I don't want you to get confused from the last question, because that one was just local, and this one is worldwide. Is it 5 to 7 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, or 1 to 2 hours? And the answer is 5 to 7 minutes. Isn't that terrible? The average duration of sexual intercourse for most couples worldwide, including foreplay and penetration, is 5 to 7 minutes. That's horrible. So it's worth noting that individual experiences and preferences may vary widely, and there is no normal or correct duration for sexual activity. That one was pretty amazing to me. Now, the last question is a trick question because there's only one right answer. My right answer. Did you enjoy Sex Trivia Live tonight? Number 1, yes. Number 2, no. Number 3, it was okay. And number 4, a little bit. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the correct answer is yes, of course. Of course, you had a great time tonight. Well, I wanted to thank you for being here every Wednesday.